Welcome to 620 Exploration. I'm Bill, and we got JoJo, Kismet, and my son Isaac on a 2-day trip heading down to D&H RV and Marine to pick up the 620 Cirrus truck camper. Now, I figured since we have such a long drive, I'd spend a little time explaining how we get to the point of deciding to purchase the 620. Originally, when I thought of traveling around the country when I retire, it would be in a travel trailer. And then I got exposed to and more interested in overlanding. So then we started looking at truck campers. I looked at the Cirrus 620. I looked at some others. I was very intrigued with Bound for Nowhere series, and they used a four-wheel camper, the ones that pop up in the back of the pickup truck. So they slide in the back and then they pop up. So I ended up putting a deposit on a four-wheel Hawk. In the meantime, I had the opportunity to buy a 2021 Jeep Rubicon JLU with the 2-inch lift kit, 35-inch tires. So I opted to do that, and then I put a Rhino roof rack on that with a rooftop tent, and then I outfitted that for overlanding. I will have a future video of that rig coming up probably in the late springtime, early June. But since we had that, I got to thinking that would be more intended for rougher terrain overlanding, and that I really need the Hawk to do maybe longer trips. So I went back and I revisited the 620. Had a little bit more creature comforts. Had a cassette toilet, solid walls, gray water tank, and I rethought that and then made the decision and pulled the trigger to get the 620 Cirrus from New Camp. The reason I chose D&H RV and Marine in Apex, North Carolina, as there are dealers closer to me in New England, was they were the only one that I could find that had a Battleborn lithium-ion battery package tied to the 260-watt solar on the roof. And I thought that was a better option for longer times on the road, still doing overlanding, but not as aggressively that I would do with the Jeep with the rooftop tent. So that is kind of the story of what led us to purchasing and now heading to pick up the Cirrus 620. And hence, that's how we got the name 620 Exploration. The fact that we'll be using that Cirrus 620 to do much broader and extended explorations of North America, and eventually, with retirement, Alaska and a lot of the Southwest. So if anybody has any questions, please email me, let me know, and I hope you enjoy the series as we move forward.